We all strive to be good people, kind people, caring people. Gary is that through and through and exemplifies that as well as anybody I've ever seen.
I think he would be successful virtually in any business if he were put in any situation at any time, because he has that skill with both people and strategy, and he can make those two things work together.
He has the capacity to think through to what needs to be done, and then he has the courage to do it.
For the past 3 decades, Gary Crocker has helped lead Utah into a new era of life sciences technology, turning the state into one of the country's top biotechnology and medical device centers. In 1979, Gary and Ann returned to their native Utah when Gary was lured away from Chicago-based Baxter International to orchestrate the sale of Sorenson Research to Abbott. After serving as vice president of Abbott's Sorenson division, Gary re-emerged on the global entrepreneurial stage as founder of Research Medical, which became the industry-leading heart surgery catheter firm, and co-founding investor of the pioneering Utah-based drug delivery firm Theratech. Both companies were ultimately acquired by major national healthcare companies. While Gary's vision and leadership twice garnered Utah Entrepreneur of the Year awards, he has also served as chair of ARUP, a globally prominent Utah testing lab. Gary now manages the life science and healthcare investment firm Crocker Ventures, which funds promising early-stage companies, primarily in biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, medical devices, drug delivery, and diagnostics. The Crocker Ventures operating portfolio includes innovative companies such as Crocker Spinal Technologies, which is developing synthetic spinal disc implants that move and compress in a natural way. Nano Injection Technologies, which has developed a microscopic injection device to create transgenic embryos in animals for research. Nexus Spinal, which has developed ultra-low-profile screws for minimally invasive spinal fusion surgeries. TMJ Implants, which designs and manufactures implants for the treatment of temporomandibular joint disorder. And Rejuvenation Labs, which has harnessed the age-defying properties of resveratrol found in grapes. In addition, for the past 7 years, Gary has been chairman of Merrimack Pharmaceuticals, an innovative biotech firm working to develop novel, predictive, personalized diagnostics and therapies for cancer treatment.
Gary's an exceptional businessman that he brings to Merrimack, and I think all of his endeavors and understanding that to really bring real change to the world, to bring new products and services that can make a difference in people's lives, he needs to foster the businesses that can help deliver and make that change happen.
There are people that understand science and there are people that understand business. Gary is a businessman who understands science and has been willing to offer his skills, his resources, to bringing ideas to fruition into the marketplace.
Well, Gary clearly is a strategic thinker, and so he provides a lot of input on the strategic side and also on the financial end. Clearly, Gary understands the numbers. He's very careful about numbers. He's very careful about how the business is run.
Some people serve good causes, and then there are other people who serve good causes with extraordinary passion and enthusiasm, and that's Gary. When he takes on a task, I've noticed, he does it 110%. And he does it in ways that make the organization successful, and therefore the community successful, and therefore our state succeeds as well.
Gary and Ann have engaged the resources generated from Gary's ventures in a wide range of philanthropic and community activities, including the new Gary L. and Ann T. Crocker Science Center at the University of Utah, for which they provided the lead donation and will become the new home for the College of Science in the historic George Thomas Building on President's Circle. The Utah Youth Village, which Gary has chaired for 15+ years, funding the Crocker Education Center for Troubled Youth on its Tooele campus. Brigham Young University, where Gary and Ann have served more than a decade on the President's Leadership Council, and donated funds for the Crocker Fountain at the entrance to the new Joseph F. Smith Building. The Federal Reserve Bank, the board of which Gary served on for 6 years. And the Crocker Science House at the University of Utah's Officers Circle, where Gary has served on the Board of Trustees, University Research Foundation, and Hospital Board.
He's not doing it just to be a good corporate citizen, but he's doing it because he is convinced that by working together, we can accomplish great things. And I think that enthusiasm and that support and that offering of time and resources makes him a valuable board member of any nonprofit or a valuable supporter of any nonprofit.
Just about any charitable event you see Gary and Ann's name on there. So they've been a very integral part of this community, both from leadership on the business side, leadership on the board, and then providing philanthropic donations.
Of all Gary's contributions, he acknowledges that the greatest are the 7 children he and Ann have raised and the 2 grandchildren they have indulged.
He's an absolutely honest man. He understands his priorities. His family is first, his faith and service to his church, his recognition that he owes the community in which he lives and the nation in which he resides a great deal. His desire to make the world better by his activities, both in business and philanthropy, are all things that I recognize and admire very much about Gary Crocker.
He's a person of tremendous character, a person of vision, a person of passion, but also of moral fiber and character, that he's pursuing things that are really good for everyone. And he has a strong set of beliefs in doing things right and doing things for the right reasons that are inspiring.